Konnichiwa.
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 Long time no see, boys. Oh. I just got back from the land of the rising sun. That's offensive.
I'm about to say, I'm sorry.
Gio starts tugging. Gio starts tugging his fingers at his eyes.
Oh, hey, Gio.
Gio, come on, bro.
Take it easy.
That's lowbrow, man.
Gio, now that's why he's going to do a bit. He has some chopsticks in his hand. No, shout out to the Asians.
So
shout out to the Asians.
I brought
man.
you boys back some snacks here. Let's see the selection. All right.
Well, tell the folks what you did. You went to Japan.
Okay, yeah. I'll explain.
Like, the snacks are from somewhere. We don't know where.
Doesn't matter what the fuck I did. I have snacks.
It doesn't matter what the fuck I did. Okay, so you know, I'm almost forgetting how to podcast because it's been so long since we did this.
We can talk about them over snacks if you want. You don't got to get right into it.
No, I don't mind getting right into it. So I went to. This is my second time going to Japan. And let me just say, coming back is the most depressing thing ever. Because you come back here and you're like, this place is a fucking shithole.
This place sucks.
Food's disgusting. Food's not disgusting.
Being there twice.
I want to go back.
Yeah.
I want to live there.
Really?
I seriously want to move there.
Wait until we're older. Don't leave us right now.
I want to leave soon. I'm seriously.
Tomorrow.
It's that fucking nice, guys. I really enjoy it. It's like the people are nice, food's good, super safe, and everything's super clean. Yeah. So this time we went back to Tokyo. We only stayed there for like 3 or 4 days. We explored like the east side. We went to like an interactive art museum. We went to like their national, like the Tokyo National Museum. They have stuff from like years and years ago detailing like the history of Japan and how Buddhism spread over the country. Because before that, they only believed in something called Shintoism.
I've never even heard of that.
Which is like the wind god and shit like that.
Like nature shit?
Yeah, like nature shit. Like they believed nature had like gods in it. You know, shit kind of similar to like what the Aztecs believed.
What's the difference between that and Buddhist though? Buddhism's
more of like a philosophy. There's no like wind god in Buddhism. It's more of like a philosophy within yourself and like being within harmony with everything else and like accepting human suffering and shit like that.
That's true. Yeah, you never see gods. You just see the Buddha.
Yeah, they have like some conceptualizations of God, but Buddha's more of like the representative figure of like humanity's suffering and like achieving like an ultimate peace or ultimate nirvana within yourself, becoming one with the universe, so on and so forth. It's kind of nice. It's interesting.
Yeah,
we did that. What else did we do in Tokyo?
Damn, they got a different religion. We always got stuck with a white man.
I know we got we got Jesus.
They have the most peaceful religion, dude. Like if you're gonna do religion, that's the way to do religion.
Why did we bomb that poor country? They were at peace with themselves, and we said, nah, fuck that.
Well, that time they weren't at peace. They were invading everybody.
Yeah, Japan was not very nice to Korea.
Yeah. No, not
you're right.
Not Korea, not to China.
They were at peace with themselves, but not with other people.
No, you guys ever heard of the Rape of Nanking?
No.
It's where Japan is. This also started World War II. This is like 1933. This is years before all the fucking Poland shit. But Japan invaded China, and they were legitimately like killing men in the streets, raping women, killing children. It actually happened.
On the Genghis Khan shit.
Yeah, on some Genghis Khan shit. But they were already advanced at this point. So it was like they were just doing it because they wanted to acquire more territory. Damn. It's kind of
look at China now, dude. So deep, there's absolutely no way that could happen.
China's
absolutely not.
Beefed up,
China's beefed the fuck. At that time, did China have a smaller population, or was it just more spread out, or what?
China was just, they were at a point where they did something called the, what was it called? The Great... I don't remember what it was called, but they had a leader. The Great Wall.
Wasn't the wall?
No, that bitch was like hundreds of years ago. There's something called I think it was called the Great Leap. They had this leader in China called Mao Zedong. Gross fucking dude. He never brushed his teeth.
Oh,
and he used to fuck young girls. Fucking creepo. Anyways,
God.
But he was their like leader for many years, pretty much like a god / president.
Mm-hmm.
And China was still like stuck in really olden times in like the late 1800s, early 1900s. Like they hadn't had an industrial revolution yet. They were still using really old farm equipment, which is very inefficient. They were doing things very slow. Like China was a center of innovation for hundreds of years. Like they made everything first: paper, gunpowder, all that shit. But then things kind of slowed down as people became like addicted to opium and shit like that, and people got fucked up from that, and things like that happened. So this leader was like, okay, I want to bring my people into the 20th century properly. So I'm going to have them all, like, basically divert all their efforts towards, like, away from farming and, like, towards technology and, like, trying to implement this new technology. And by doing that, basically, they took their efforts away from farming. No one's really farming as much. People started dying because there's not as much food. It's like on par with the Holocaust. I forgot what it's called, but a lot
Damn,
of
so he did that to
his own people.
themselves.
His own people.
Damn.
A lot of them died because they starved or they would get sick, and there just weren't proper resources. Government systems weren't set up correctly. Everything was very inefficient. It wasn't done because they were trying to like bring people into the 20th century, but they weren't able to do it because they just didn't have the system set up for
Yeah.
it. So China, their people suffered for years because of that, and into like the early 1900s, they were still like pretty much very much a backward society, whereas Japan had like grown very heavily and they'd advanced.
Yeah.
They'd already moved out of like the shogunate era. Like they had technology, they had tanks, they had all that shit. They pulled up on China and fucked them up.
Damn.
But that's one of
fucking
the
crazy.
one of the factors that started World War II, aside from Hitler.
I mean, yeah, Japan has always been pretty sick from the beginning of time till now.
They've
I
always
didn't- I
had
didn't-
The samurais are sick, dude.
the samurais
Oh,
were
that's a
fucking sick, man.
Super sick architecture, sick ass paintings.
The
kill
architecture is
themselves.
crazy.
Yeah.
The architecture's insane. They would kill themselves if they lost a battle.
Yeah.
I can't even, bro. That's nuts.
That's some honor you hear like about in Game of Thrones or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I
some
lost
true
this
Game of Thrones shit.
Let me fucking plunge a sword into my stomach and fucking just.
Commit Sudoku. No, Sabuka.
Sudoku?
It's Sabuka, right?
It's Seppuku.
Seppuku.
Sudoku.
Commit Sudoku.
Oh no, I can only get to 9.
God damn it. That's a hard game.
So back to what we did.
Yeah.
We went to go visit like
Oh
the
my God.
oldest and most famous temple in Tokyo. We didn't get to do that last time.
Mhm.
And that was pretty much all of our time there. And then after that, we went to Osaka, which is very much like it almost feels like an older part of Japan. And it doesn't feel as westernized as Tokyo. It feels more of like when you're in Osaka, you feel like you're in an Asian country.
Yeah.
Like everything's just a little bit smaller. The transportation's not as like linked up as it is in Tokyo.
Mhm.
Everything's not like as modern. Like it's still pretty modern, but you definitely feel like you're like when you're eating, like you're in like little stalls and stuff like that. Like you feel like you're in an Asian country.
Yeah.
That shit was pretty cool. I liked it. Osaka was there's
What's that? What do you think about
That
that?
shit sound gross.
It-
You're like eating in little stalls, like where it's blocked off.
pretty much. I mean,
Everything's just tight.
it's all above board. It's all clean.
I know it's clean, but it just feels like, ooh, like I feel gross. Like I'm in
Oh, you
jail.
feel like you're too
Like
close
you're in jail?
to people.
Not that you're too close, but like I feel like you'd be scrunched in at the stall.
You
know,
can't
sure.
if you're like a Westerner, you're definitely because everything's like small. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like packed
I got my
in
big ass
there.
McDonald's belly. I can't get in there.
Excuse me. Pardon
Excuse me, sir.
Pardon me.
Knocking over a poor little Japanese
I had a Big
woman.
Mac and a double pounder for $5 earlier.
Do you see like a lot of Americans or like
A
or
ton.
non-Asian people? Like let's not consider Chinese. Like
A ton of like tourists, American people.
European people, American
Yeah,
people.
like a
all
bunch
that
of
shit.
Americans, all different kinds of Americans, like a bunch of Hispanic people, a bunch of black people,
Some Mexican
a lot
folks
of
in
a lot of
Japan.
Europeans.
A lot
You
of
know,
Mexicans.
I didn't see that many Hispanic people, surprisingly.
Yeah, not that many.
No, we met this one dude though. He lived in Okinawa, and he's like a Marine, and he was visiting Osaka, and he was talking to us, and we just had like a whole conversation with him, and he's like telling us how he lives there and how he likes living there. That was pretty cool because obviously no one there really knows English, so it's nice to actually be able to speak to somebody
that knows
who
English.
knows English. And something interesting happened to me, and I had already told you about this one more.
Yeah.
So we were on the way to walk somewhere to catch the train, and like we were walking down like the stairs, and then like on the station it's like two stories. So we're walking downstairs to the first platform, and right there it's like a bunch of people doing like a Palestine protest, right?
Oh.
And I was like, what the fuck? Like people in Osaka are doing a Palestine protest? I was
Yeah.
like, there's no way they even have relatives in
They're
Palestine.
just doing it for vibes.
They're just doing it
Shout
for
out
fun.
Japan.
So then
For
we're
love
like,
of the game.
we're there and like we're just like watching it for like a few minutes, and then a guy comes up to us and he comes up to me and he's like pointing at me and he like he's not really speak English. He's just like he just says you like speak, and he points at me and then he points to the mic.
Oh no.
And I was like
This motherfucker's got to be.
bro, he looked at me. He was like, this guy's taller than everybody else. And look at his nose. He's fucking Arab. Like he looked at me right away. He
saw
knew.
the beard and shit. He said, "Get the fuck."
He saw the beard.
represent everybody.
Bro, I said no like 3 times, and then he was like, "Yeah, come on." And I was like, okay. And then eventually he was like, "All right, come here." And then they put me over here, and the lady introduced me in Japanese. She was
Yeah.
speaking, and she was wearing like the shawl, like the Arabic shawl.
Yeah.
She was a Japanese lady. She introduced me, and then I basically just told my family's story. I didn't stay for long. I stayed for like 3 minutes. And
Yeah.
just told them, "Thanks for standing with like the Palestinian people. We appreciate you. Thank you, Osaka."
Were you speaking to the people that were doing the protest, or to like the crowd that was
Both.
just watching?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Both. There were probably like 4 or 5 people organizing the protest, and the
Yeah.
crowd was just there watching. But I
Imagine
assume
there's somebody just a camera crew recording you.
that'd be nuts.
You'd be on the news.
Yeah, the national
Look,
Japanese news.
we had an Arab here. We had an actual Arab.
Look at that. We actually got a Palestinian
We
right
actually
here.
got a Palestinian right here.
Are you fucking kidding?
What are the fucking
What are
odds?
those? Small world.
But that's funny. That's kind of the reaction they had though when I told them I was half Palestinian, and it's like I said all that. And
Oh,
then-
that's so nice.
Did they
And
cheer and
then-
shit?
At first, no, because they don't really know English, like I said. But
Yeah.
the lady who was next to me, the one who was like doing the main speaking, she knows English. So she took what I said and then she translated it. And then as she was translating it, people were like, ooh, ah, the whole thing, which is fucking hilarious. Like when she told them that my family lost their land in the Nakba, which is like, when the Palestinians lost their land in the 1940s. They were like, oh, they looked at me like it happened to me now. They're like, and I was like, all right, I was like, guys, it's happened years ago. I wasn't even
Like
born.
they're watching a movie.
Yeah, but they were really like compassionate and super nice.
Aw.
And it was just such a surreal experience to have that happen
in Japan.
In Japan of all places.
Sick as fuck of them of that. There's
and the
there's
lady speaking Japanese while they're just like, oh.
Yeah. She hears the whole story and then is just telling them, and then they're just like looking at you like, oh, that's
that's
what the story is about.
That's literally what happened, bro. They kept looking at me like, oh, or they would do
For
this.
real?
They would do that, like they put their hand on their heart. They'd be like,
Oh, that's so sweet.
and then we ended it, and we chanted. We did a chant.
Oh.
Are they saying it in English? What are they
No, they're
saying?
saying it was half in English, half in Japanese. They'd be like, from the river to the sea, but they struggle to say L's, so I was like, from the river to the sea.
That's
yeah,
fucked up.
Yeah, but I'm just telling you guys.
Not
what
fucked up of
happened.
you. It's fucked up.
It's
That,
funny that they have trouble
yeah,
doing
that the slogan has to be so many R's.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so many R's. Yeah, man. But yeah, we're doing that. We chanted a little bit, and then I thanked them. I thanked them for coming out, and I was like, I appreciate you guys, blah blah blah, and then I left, and that was it.
That's
to the Japanese
crazy.
people, man.
Shout out to them,
But
man.
that
so
was
real.
that was
a guy
a unique experience.
Since
dude.
like near the beginning of the whole thing, there was a guy who's been doing like a protest by himself on the corner. Have you seen that guy?
Where?
I mean, now it's bigger, but like I don't remember where. It might be in Shibuya or something like that.
Oh, in Japan. I thought you meant here.
In Japan, no, it was in Japan. The guy was just doing like a protest for Palestine. Very early, when I'm sure a ton of Japanese people didn't really know what was going on or
Yeah.
care or anything, and so now that like they're getting bigger over there. But there was one dude who was doing it consistently every single day. He was like gaining internet attention.
That's fucking crazy.
It's
Yeah.
interesting, man, that people
They're real.
who there's no way. I'm gonna tell you right now. There's no way they have family there. Absolutely not.
They're just watching it play out, and they're like, "Oh, I want to do something."
They want to be
That's all
part of it,
is, yeah.
which is like that's pretty interesting to me that they're just trying to like stop human suffering. So they're
That's
just
how
like,
it
let's
should be,
just-
man. You see some shit like that happen, even if you don't know the people that it's happening to.
You gotta use your
should,
voice.
At the very least, say some stuff about it.
Yeah.
That's at the very least. You don't need to travel over there and fucking, go, like
Be on the front line.
yeah,
on the
try to
front
fight
line.
Israel with the Gazans. You don't have to do that, but like at the
Yeah.
very least, say something
Yeah,
nice.
that-
Post a picture.
That
and
was a
shit.
Friday night too, so they were spending their Friday night doing that. So
That's
there
crazy.
were some real ones. So they were
Super real.
They were super cool. That was a unique experience in Osaka. And besides from that, Osaka is known as like the kitchen of Japan. So they have a lot of food. So we ate at a lot of different. They're very known for their food. So we ate at a lot of different like unique food places. We had like an omakase dinner, which is interesting. Which is like, for those who don't know, omakase is where you go in and the chef basically selects everything they want to serve you. You don't really get a choice. So they just put things in front of you and you got to eat it.
That's hilarious.
And they do it based on like, like you give them your preferences. Like they'll ask you like, what do you like, or are you allergic to whatever? And I told them we like pretty much all fish, but
Yeah.
we don't like fish that smell fishy as hell. I just said that. That's pretty much what I wrote
Not
in.
too fishy though. I like
Not
fish,
too
but not too
fishy.
fishy.
And I was like, how did that even translate? I bet that didn't even translate well. That
Yeah,
probably-
what are you telling them? Like when does the guy speak English?
No one in there speaks English. They
Okay,
speak
Oh,
so
you do
I
like Google Translate?
Google Translate, and I show it to them, and like I know some phrases in Japanese, and like I would tell them the phrases here or there, and they would like tell me some very little English phrases, but we'd mostly talk to each other in English. So whenever she brought out a menu item, she'd pull up her phone and she'd be like, she'd show me, and the menu, the phone would say like, this is cherry salmon caught this morning, blah blah blah, with this, all that kind of stuff. So
I
like
see.
we had lots of different stuff like sea bream, salmon, tuna. By the end of it, I was fucking full.
God damn.
Most of it was good. There was only like one thing I didn't like, and it was like this weird soupy like shrimp egg thing. It was fucking that was kind of nasty.
Shrimp
but
eggs.
yeah, shrimp
my
and
gosh.
it was like a shrimp egg like cream pudding thing. It was
weird.
It was weird.
Oh, an egg with shrimp. Okay.
Yeah, it was
They
weird.
meant the eggs of a
Yeah.
shrimp.
Yeah, that's the only thing I didn't like. But literally everything else was amazing. Like that's probably the best seafood I've ever had.
Damn.
Like that was really fucking good. That was a unique experience.
Anytime you say caught today, bitch, reel me in.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
I'm there.
Reel
all
me in,
all the
reel me
seafood
in.
over there is super fresh. Everything we
Yeah.
had was like you could tell like it had not been sitting out. Like everything he just got that bitch today.
If they brought you like a live squid type of thing,
I wouldn't eat that.
would you do it? You wouldn't
No,
do it?
I don't like the idea of eating a live animal. It's kind of fucked up.
It's very fucked up. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that. There's people who you would do that.
I don't know. If
Exactly.
I was in the right area, I'd be like, yeah, sure, fuck
Gio
it.
said that squid's in front of me. I want to fucking do it.
I'm a
said
man
you-
of the people. Whatever the
man
people
of
tell
the
me to do, I will do.
I'll get right in the culture.
I'll get right in
Fucking
there.
Scarfing down live shit. But you
I
said
would
you'd
do
eat
that.
foie gras. That one's not good either.
But they're already dead.
They are already.
They're already
dead.
dead. It's just,
But they
I'll eat an animal that I saw that was alive 30 minutes ago.
I'll shoot
What's
that
the
motherfucker
difference?
myself.
I saw an armadillo get shot and eaten within an hour.
An armadillo?
Yes,
What is
bro.
armadillo meat like?
Oh, it ain't that good. It's very gamey. It's
I would
very
think
rough.
it's gamey
you
as
tried
hell.
it?
Yeah, I had it.
Whoa.
I was one of the people eating it.
What was it? How did they make it? They just like...
They put it on the grill. It was in the barbecue.
So it was just like a piece of meat.
Yeah, they wrapped it in foil and then they just put it in the thing.
Oh my God. Was it tender?
No.
What is gamey?
Gamey
Because
is
gamey
like,
is the
It
taste,
tastes
like
right?
rough.
It tastes like a bullet, bro.
Yeah.
Gamey is disgusting.
Oh my
Gamey
God.
meat is gross.
Yeah.
Like,
Armadillos, you don't need to eat armadillos.
yeah, or like you ever have venison? If it's prepared incorrectly, venison meat can be gamey as hell.
That's my gang. I can't eat my family.
That's my gang.
I can't eat my family.
Yeah, those are your ancestors, dude.
Yeah, man.
You came from deer.
If they were, they taste good as hell.
But
So, aside from that, you had to go. I mean, what was a regular day there? Like you were just walking around a hustling, bustly city.
well, we had a lot of
Eating?
different plans, right? Like Tokyo, we had like a whole itinerary laid out. Like I told you, we did all that stuff. Osaka, we had like a few different days. Like one of the days we went to do Universal Studios Japan, which is a really unique experience. That was super cool. That takes like a whole day, pretty much.
You said they had like a Mario World and shit.
Yeah,
but
we-
what else do they have there? Like, what other popular things are? Is it like
At-
American shit too? Just like
At
what
the
would
Universal,
be at ours?
they have a lot of the stuff that's at ours, but they have like 4 or 5 exclusive rides that's like to theirs.
They don't have like any sick Gundams or anything. Or
No sick
That's what I
Gundams or anything
want.
like that, but they have like a lot of anime shows, like 4D like anime shows, and those were super fucking cool. We went to
Okay.
those, and then that kind of took like a whole day.
4D? Was Naruto farting in your face?
Bro, Naruto fucking pulling up.
You feel the vibration of the chairs.
I wish it was fucking Naruto. It was this one anime called Detective Conan, which is very popular. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
And another one, My Hero Academia. That one I am familiar with. That show was pretty cool. So that took like half a day, and then after that we went to go explore this really famous area in Osaka known as Dotonbori, and it's like between a bunch of like lakes or like a river. It's not a river, sorry. And it has like a very famous sign of like a running man. Everybody online kind of knows what it is. It's like
Okay.
this running dude, and his arms are up in the air. And there's like a bunch of lights, and that's that one I was saying that has like a bunch of food stalls everywhere. And it's known for like street food. You go and you get like Kobe beef skewers. You'll get like yakisoba. You'll get takoyaki. All kinds of shit.
So sick, dude.
All kinds of different foods. So you just go and you bounce around. You get different food. You eat. You hang around. There's a bunch of places to shop too if you want to shop. But we didn't really feel in the mood to
I would
What
shop.
sucks though.
Go ahead, Omar.
I was gonna say, you know what sucks about like because you know like something similar to that here in America or here in Houston or whatever, so fucking expensive. Those little
of
stupid
course.
little tiny shops and like when they'll have like a festival where they got a bunch of different food stands.
Oh,
or
those are
whatever.
the because they charge regular
Yeah,
prices.
but you get to go over there to Japan, eat good food, and it's probably not that expensive. That's how you should do it right. Over here, we're on our fucking cutesy hipster shit. And we're
Yeah.
charging double what it's supposed to
I
be.
will say that they are on the street, so for them it's like this is just normal shit for us. As for like when we go to food festivals, it's like a whole thing.
They got to prepare a whole thing. Like when we got like some Wagyu beef skewers. It was literally just like two. Like they were young 20s, like 21, 22,
Yeah.
22-year-old Japanese dudes. Two of them. One of them working the cash, and the other one just working the yakitori grill, which is
Yeah.
like charcoal under it, and he's just getting the skewers. And like you point at what you want, and they're bumping loud ass fucking music, like hip hop and like Korean music.
That is hilarious.
Bumping super loud music, and he has like an AirPod in, which is funny. He has an AirPod in, and there's a big ass speaker behind him.
That is so fucking
And
funny.
he's like, and then you're handing one of the money, and the other one's like doing your skewers, and that shit was it was like 1,200 yen for each skewer. So what is that? That's about, I want to say that's $9 a skewer for Wagyu beef, which
Yeah.
is
That's
fucking
pretty good.
super cheap. That was amazing. That's some of the best beef I had in my life. Seriously, is from there.
Damn.
Damn.
So that was pretty cool. We explored Osaka Castle. That used to be like one of the main castles in Japan, besides the one that was in Kyoto. Because a lot of the castles in Japan got destroyed multiple times. This one they got destroyed, and then
Christ.
they rebuilt it, so you can go through and like walk through the castle. You can actually go to the top of the castle, and you can like see the view of Osaka. That was pretty cool. That took like damn near half a day to do.
There's like different warring Japanese dynasties or what?
Yeah, like a lot of like warring factions in that specific area, because that was like one of the emperor's main outposts was in Osaka, and then like obviously other parts of Japan too, but Osaka was
Yeah.
one of the main ones. So that took like nearly half a day, and there we met like a guide, and she knew pretty good English, and she was telling us about all the history of like different parts, and she was like, look at these stones, like they dragged these from like a quarry like three cities away. That's the name of the city. Like it's pretty cool, like whenever somebody can tell you more about the history and shit.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy when you hear about shit like that.
Yeah.
Dragged a bunch of rocks from 3 cities away. That would never happen now.
I mean, it would just be in a truck.
It would be in a truck,
We
yeah.
have all
but,
technology.
but no
That
one would
guy
have
was
the
like, bro,
dedication to
it
do
was
something
that
like
guy's job for a month to bring rocks to build this castle.
Yeah, he had one big rock, and his job
To break the bitches
in
down.
the next 3 months, I need you to get it all the way over there, please. Just you, like,
Bro, when you look at
you and him, this is your rock. Okay,
they have
get it over there.
They have art that people did around that time showing how they brought them in. It's literally just like two dudes who are bossing shit, and it's like a bunch of peasants who are just like they just have like rope, and they're like they're all throwing out their back, pulling a massive stone.
Yeah, crazy.
Jesus
So
Christ.
we did that Osaka Castle. That took pretty much like more than half of a day, and then we ate like some really good dinner that night, and before you know it, like the trip just flies by, and then that was it. And then we went to Tokyo for one last evening, just to like get all of our stuff together because our flight leaves from Tokyo. So we went back to Tokyo, took a train back there.
Let me ask you this: what was that Pokemon store like? What did it look like in there?
The Pokemon. So we didn't
Was
actually.
it big as fuck as I imagine it?
The one we went to, we didn't go to the main one, or we didn't go to like one of like the flagship ones. We were staying near Tokyo Station at one point. So inside Tokyo Station, Tokyo Station is almost like it's a train station, but it's also like a giant shopping mall and like a giant center to eat. Like there's some of the best ramen in Japan you get in Tokyo Station. And as we were walking through to get ramen, there's like a lot of pop-ups. So in Tokyo Station, different retailers come in and they'll rent the space for like a month, and they'll sell like exclusive goods, and then they'll get rid of the space and they'll move somewhere else, or they'll just sell online.
Oh, okay.
So when we walked by, there was a Pokemon pop-up, and that's where I saw like all the Pokemon shit. They had one for Pokemon. There's one for like a bunch of other like Japanese shows. There's one for Godzilla, a bunch of different stuff. So
Speaking of Godzilla, we got to. Well, I'm just gonna get your take on it in a second. -1.
oh, Godzilla, that was a great fucking movie. I just
Joe,
saw
you
that
gotta watch it,
yesterday.
dude. Oh, well, you
ain't
said
watching
no,
that
right?
shit.
You said
I'm
you
not
don't
watching that.
Why
You
are you
like
not
movies
gonna
about big
watch
lizards?
it? Are you racist towards Japanese people?
No, I love the old Godzillas, by the way. I love the
Those
old,
are corny
the
as
old
fuck.
stop motion Godzilla.
That whole corny
He
as
doing
hell.
the
No.
robot.
You're talking about the OG with a guy
Yeah.
dressed up as Godzilla,
Yeah.
and you got like a little person with
He's
him.
hitting a miniature building.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he would like
that's my
fly
shit.
out of the. He would like jump in the air high as fuck.
You see
Look silly.
things falling over.
Yeah, it'd be like one boulder, and you can tell like they put so much effort into that one boulder falling.
Yeah.
and making it look cool.
I bet for the time though, people were like, "Oh my god!"
This shit is crazy.
He's the guy who's beating up Godzilla.
But now, like, our threshold for shit is so high that it's not gonna. What was Shia LaBeouf say? It's not sexy.
It's not sexy.
It's not
Yeah.
sexy.
That's
bro.
what I'm kind of over, like big monster people and whatever. I'm just like, man.
But this one's different, Gio.
This one's actually really good.
This
The
one's
story
done
is
well.
very
the story was
heartfelt.
good. So
This
The
isn't-
story is very heartfelt.
Kong Skull Island, dude. Yeah,
No,
the
it's
story
not
is,
Kong shit. This is.
It's not that.
Yeah, story's done very well. You actually care about the characters. They're not like stupid as fuck. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like you want to give a shit about them and what they're going through and their
Cause
motivation.
I like when the story is around Godzilla, not about him or them.
Oh, you want it to be about Godzilla?
No,
like,
I want it to be about the people around it.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
this one is.
That's
about
exactly what it is, yeah.
Godzilla's kind of just terrorizing.
because I
them.
watched
this
one.
guy can't catch a break, dude.
Yeah.
he cannot catch a break.
Oh, yeah, he keeps
man.
getting fucked up. In
He
the
keeps
movie
getting
by
fucked up.
Godzilla.
Yeah, even later in the movie, you're like, oh my god, things are going so well for him.
Wait, is he targeting
Everything
one
goes-
guy?
Nah, he's not targeting him.
Oh,
The guy
okay.
just ends up. Fate just puts him in the situations where he ends up being close to Godzilla.
Oh, that's sad.
I mean, he lives there. And Godzilla's huge. So
Yeah.
Godzilla shows up somewhere far away.
He
it's
can't
like,
run.
It's essentially like he's right here.
And interesting enough, in the movie, it's poised to where it's like they just got out of the war. The U.S. government's like, we heard about this Godzilla shit. We don't want anything to do with it. Y'all gotta fucking handle that yourselves.
Yeah.
And the Japanese government's like, we don't want to provoke it because we provoke it and we try to attack it. The U.S. is gonna think like we're trying to, like we're helping Russia or some shit. So they say we don't want to do it. We're letting.
So they're letting him run around and do whatever
Kinda,
he
yeah.
wants.
They're kind of letting him run around because they're like, we need to gather more resources because we're trying to focus on rebuilding the country. So let's let Godzilla fuck shit up for now, which is stupid, right?
Yeah.
And
well,
then,
he's young at first.
Yeah.
So because he's young, he's not making that much of a problem. But later on, he comes up, he's a teen, and he is
He gets angsty.
Yeah, he's very angsty.
He's extremely angsty. He does this fucking crazy ass like blue like burst out of his mouth.
Yeah, and he does the
hell
horns
no.
shooting
Oh my
out, dude.
God.
Like, you know, he loads it up.
That's the scariest
Oh.
looking Godzilla I've ever seen in a movie.
That
Like,
first
Godzilla
scene-
is
I'm
horrifying.
gonna say something, Gio.
You got it.
It's the first few minutes. That first scene when they show him when they're at the island and they put the light on him, so good.
That shit's fucking
What a
horrifying.
crazy reveal! That actually scared me. I was like, whoa! I didn't think they would hit it so hard,
The
like so quickly.
The design of that Godzilla is fantastic. Like that's one
Yeah.
of the best like well designed like monster creatures I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's a damn shame what they've done to my lizard, dude. My lizard queen.
Yeah, it depends.
Like fucking. I heard it's a Dumbo. I've heard Godzilla's like an idiot in the new Godzilla.
And Godzilla vs Kong.
Yeah, he's just like a big, strong idiot.
They kind of have to be dumb.
I get because
All the
Kong has to
monsters
be he has to be the brains.
Because if they were smart, the fucking planet would be done.
Yeah.
They would run the planet,
Well, he's supposed to be nice. Godzilla's supposed to be a good guy.
which is crazy. Which is
You're not fooling me.
As a sentence, it's crazy as
I've
fuck.
just seen this movie. I don't know how that could be possible.
No, not this one. Not this one.
What's his path to be good after what he did?
The
bro?
Godzilla supports democracy.
No. Godzilla versus Kong. Godzilla is good guy, and the earlier ones, Godzilla 2000 is a bad guy, and this one is irredeemable bad guy.
There's nothing he can do at this point in this series. If they continue it, which I think they will, there's no way this Godzilla can be good, bro. Like there's just absolutely after what he did.
After what he did to my boy,
You can't be
fucked
redeemed,
them
bro.
Up,
Yeah.
man.
You can only go so far.
Yeah, this one's a true reptile, a true lizard.
Okay.
Just like straight up going around just killing stuff.
All right.
Just
I might
for-
give it. I might
for
give it
funsies.
30 minutes. I might check it out.
Damn.
It's worth checking out. It's on Netflix.
It's on
man.
Netflix. Okay.
Yeah, it's on.
I just got back Netflix.
Oh, you
just got
did?
Netflix back?
Did you sign up with your big boy pants? You got your
Yeah,
own.
fucking
Damn. Which plan
bullshit,
did you do?
bro.
Did you do the ads plan?
No, I have the ad-free one.
Ooh, big
Gio,
money.
you got
Big
people on your
money.
shit?
No, you can't do
You
that
can't
shit
do
no
people
more.
on your shit.
Oh,
bro.
that's right. I was gonna say if you don't got HBO, let's do it.
I have HBO.
Let's set up a trade.
HBO's gonna crack down their shit too.
Everybody is.
Bro, and they're
soon.
raising my shit to 17 a month.
No,
Which-
HBO's going up from 17. It's gonna go
Yeah.
to 20 or 21, bro.
No. But I got the one guy one. The
It
single
don't
man
matter.
one.
It can, no
Your shit-
ads.
Your shit up,
No
boy.
ads.
Then it's gonna go up.
HBO has
it's-
ads now. They have an ad option.
Yeah, it's gonna go to 20 or 21, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck.
Which
dude.
is stupid because they're going to lose the NBA in a
Yeah.
year. So at one point you're going to be like, bro, what am I even paying?
So
for?
they're negotiating to keep the NBA.
They're not gonna
I don't
do
know
that,
if they're
bro.
gonna be able to.
No, they
do
lost
it.
it already. Amazon, ABC's got it back.
They're paying
No, not
up.
ABC. NBC's got it back.
Yeah, the mainstream networks are because that's the only way they're hanging on is by paying for sports because
Sports,
otherwise
that's it.
no one's watching shit.
And they're
on
all
TV.
about to start pairing up in a second.
Yep,
They're
they're
all
doing
like in
these.
talks to be pairing up.
It's all turning back into cable again.
Yeah, just
That's
big.
exactly what's happening.
And those are going to be $20. So you're going to end up spending $60 a month. Or
Just
whatever.
more,
Yeah.
just more expensive.
on some kind of like bundled
Oh.
deal where you kind of get everything, and it's all gonna
Sucks,
have
man.
ads. Everything's gonna have ads.
That shit.
They said y'all thought
sucks.
we was y'all was going to get away from ads. Fuck y'all.
Y'all thought
Yeah.
that shit was cute. Y'all thought that shit was
Fuck
sweet.
y'all.
Y'all
Y'all-
thought shit was sweet.
Now you got ads, and it's the same ad. So
yeah, it's the same ad
we're
every
gonna
time.
burn it into your fucking brain. At least. At
I hope
least
y'all
before it
enjoyed
was
the
different
fucking
ads.
run of House of Cards and all
Yeah.
that bullshit.
How many times do you want to watch this progressive ad? Because we're about to show it to you 13 times
Oh,
throughout
man.
just this one episode.
Bro, I was watching Invincibles, and fucking Prime has ads now.
yeah, Prime has.
I didn't even know that.
The only way to opt out of it is to pay like $4 or $5 extra a
Oh,
month.
fuck.
and I'm
Well,
like, nah, I don't use Prime that much.
Such
to pay
bullshit,
that.
dude.
Prime is the one app that I'm like, okay, I would give y'all some money.
Really?
You'd really pay
Hulu's
for it? They
my
have
guys,
good
I
shit,
think.
but fuck that, man.
But because with Prime, you get the shipping, you get the streaming stuff.
I'm saying otherwise, if you didn't have Amazon Prime, like if you didn't pay for Prime shopping shit,
Oh,
would you
just-
pay for
oh, no,
Prime
no, no,
Video?
no,
separate?
no.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
You
their
wouldn't.
streaming shit is ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on. It's not that ass.
They have
ass.
a lot of good movies.
They got
have,
SpongeBob.
they have a lot of good movies. They have SpongeBob.
They got all the seasons of SpongeBob.
SpongeBob's not the
Paramount
saving
has
grace for me.
SpongeBob.
I mean, come on. They got what else they got? They had a few other things I can't remember. Off the
They
top
got
of my
some
head.
good shows. They got
They got like
like
Batman shit, don't they? Don't
they
have
got
like
The
DC
Boys.
stuff? They have the boys.
They do. Paramount has some good shit, but
Paramount
their
got some good
app-
shit. It's just
their
expensive.
App is horrible,
And the app is
it's
ass.
expensive. Yeah.
I've never got on that one or
It's-
Peacock. Are
bro,
either
their
of them?
app freezes every fucking 2
Yeah.
seconds. It tries to load like the entire fucking first episode of the show as you're like
I will say,
scrolling through.
Peacock does bang. Peacock is fire.
I've never.
I mean, I
used
want
it.
George Lopez real bad off
George
Peacock.
Lopez,
I want it real
Parks
bad.
and Rec. They got New Girl on there for some reason.
The
I don't
Office,
know why.
which is still not that bad. The other day, I hadn't watched The Office in a really long time. I just threw on an episode for shits and giggles.
I might.
It's nice, bro. It's still good.
It's still a great show.
It's still good.
I'm just fine forever.
I think it's funny, but I prefer
Forever.
Forever. I'm
That's
Parks
a,
enough
and Rec.
Michael Scott for
yeah.
me
I'm
to
a
forget.
one. I'm a Parks and Rec guy. Two. I think I watched too much Office. I think I did it too much.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would-
you can overkill that shit for sure. Friends also. It should make you nauseous when it comes
Friends,
on.
I
don't
cannot
fuck-
watch.
I don't fuck with
like
Friends
that.
personally.
I liked Friends for bullshit in the background. so
Only
I'm
like
not a
it
diehard
because
fan.
Jennifer Aniston's half naked the entire fucking.
She has her nipples out pretty much every episode.
literally the only
Dude,
reason the
yeah.
show's
the
good.
first season is nuts. Like
Yeah.
they look. First of all, they look insane.
They're
Second
all
of all,
crop tops.
They're all in crop tops, all skinny ass clothing. Like it's nasty. It's nasty.
Dirty work, dude.
They gotta hook the viewers on.
Oh, I
Gio.
was hooked on. My little 12-year-old ass was like, God damn.
Who is that?
Courtney Cox don't look too bad right here.
Courtney
Courtney
Cox can
is
get
bad
some
too.
cock.
Phoebe's even bad sometimes.
That bitch aged like a lizard.
They all kind of aged badly except for Jennifer Aniston.
Well, it's because they shot their face up with all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
And
Even Jennifer Aniston recently is kind of looking not as good as she used
Well,
to.
she's like 65.
That's true.
She's 65.
They're in their
she's not
60s.
65.
She's got to be in her like mid 50s, right?
She's probably mid. I don't think she's 65.
Dude,
One
if
of
she's
one of them
60?
bitches in their 60s.
She might be 60.
That's like lunch lady, grandma age, bro.
Nah, not
the
anymore,
first
bro.
Leprechaun movie that came out like 1980, right? Something like that.
I think
she was
so.
probably like 20 at that time.
No, she's in her 50s.
So
She's probably in her mid 50s.
55.
55, mid 50s.
that's pretty fucking old though.
Close to
She
65.
look goofy as hell.
Where the Millers was let me see her. Is that a picture of her, what she looks like now?
In 2012.
I mean, that's just a white woman.
yeah, that's just a white.
That's
That's a
just a
white
white
ass
woman.
lady.
That's just like an art teacher.
That's just like an art teacher right there. That's just a white woman.
Yeah, that's a white woman.
She's single.
She's single. So
If
that's
anyone wants to get on that,
If anybody wants to hop on, she's single.
anyone want to hop on that? Yeah, baby reindeers. I'll never forgive Paramount though for what they did to the Workaholics guys. They let
What did they
these
do?
guys. They gave them the green light to write a movie, right? Well, they had already written a movie. They came to them with a script, and they gave them the green light. So they started hiring everybody and planning all the shit, all the production, all that stuff. They got a bunch of people back from like the show,
Yeah.
and then they are you farting?
No, I'm listening intently.
Maybe lean forward. I thought he was letting out a fucking mean one.
Nah, like it's like when you're playing a video game and you lean forward. You know? I'm
It's getting real.
It's just getting real. I'm listening intently here.
And they gave him the green light, and then right before they were supposed to start shooting, they cut it. And they said, "Never mind. Like our whole business model has changed. We're trying to go global. Like
That's some bitch
only
shit.
things that are going to appeal to a global audience."
It's not
That's so
exclusive to
dumb.
Paramount.
so stupid.
It's not exclusive to them either because HBO Max, they're doing the same shit now, bro.
Yeah.
They've done that to. They canceled a bunch of shit. They've canceled whole movies that were already shot.
Dude, they
And
can't.
That
already-
is when they canceled Batgirl. Oh my
Batgirl-
god.
Well,
That was
I've heard
there's
it's the-
multiple things. It wasn't Batgirl. It was a bunch of shit.
Shit was done.
It's that insurance bullshit, isn't it? They claim it on their insurance that it was like a loss before they even release it or
I
something
think
like
so.
that.
I assume it's some shit like that.
It's
Man.
like a shitty movie on purpose. Like they release it.
The guy that's running HBO or Max and all that shit, he is a piece of shit.
Yeah. Or
That guy sucks.
wait. So what is it? They make the movies end up being shitty. Maybe they don't have enough faith in it, and then they just call it a loss before it even comes out. Like how can they do that?
I would say that
Yeah,
they
let's
didn't
write it
want to.
off.
They didn't want to take a loss by putting it straight on streaming.
Yeah.
Because you would lose the money that way. Or if you put it out and you do all this promotion for it and
It's
the
a
money
waste- becomes
and
more
it
of a
doesn't
waste
make
of
any money back, you're like,
But
damn.
why would an insurance company like honor that? Like you didn't even try.
I didn't know they did.
Like how
insurance
can you
on
run the
that.
numbers
It's-
to be like it's gonna fail before it even?
well, I don't think
They watch it and they're like it sucks.
I think it's exactly
I think
what they
just,
do.
They just bite the 40, 50 mil and they say, hey, it's done.
Yeah, like
It's
to
over.
them, it's not worth. I think it goes back to what Gio was saying. The promotion costs.
Yeah.
Like, if you were to release Batgirl, you would have to pay millions to promote it. Like
I'm gonna say, let me see how
millions
much
so-
they spent.
Millions on social media, millions doing all kinds of like pop-up events to promote the shit. Like it's not even worth the money. So they're just like, let's not even promote it. Let's just axe it and
Damn.
divert our money to like other shit.
They
Imagine all
spent
the
$90
super-
million.
on movies like that.
The budget was $90 million.
Wait,
What a
on what?
waste.
On Batgirl.
Wait, so what is Batgirl was supposed to be a show or a movie?
A movie.
And who was in it? Who was Batgirl?
Leslie Grace. I don't know who Leslie Grace is.
I don't know.
I know that. I know who Leslie Grace is.
What
J.K.
was the
Simmons
story
is in it.
supposed to be for Batgirl? Is she like Batman's daughter? Is it Gordon's daughter?
She's Gordon's daughter. So J.K. Simmons is Gordon. Brendan Fraser's in it.
I mean, that's
I like Brendan
Michael Keaton
Fraser.
is
I do
in
like
it.
J.K.
Michael
Simmons
Keaton?
as Gordon.
Michael Keaton's legit.
Michael Keaton was Batman.
Pretty good cast actually.
That's not too bad. Was it supposed to be a comedy or a straight drama or what?
It's
Like
probably
gritty?
it's probably a regular.
Probably silly, right? A little silly.
Nah, probably just a regular one, like
Oh.
a regular fucking one of those movies.
I can't see them being gritty with a Batgirl.
Nah.
A girl being serious. And
I can see-
Girl, come on.
I can see that
action
movie.
star.
I can see that movie losing a lot of money.
Yeah.
I could, yeah. If I'm that guy, I'd watch it. Like, maybe we don't.
Because
release
legit,
it.
I think they finished it and they just didn't put it out.
Because there's a trend, guys, of women superheroes
Not doing
and
well.
The movies do not
Bro,
do well.
look
And I
at
don't
Black
know why.
Widow. Black Widow did
Horrible.
horribly. It did
Yeah,
so
Wonder
bad.
Woman.
It did so bad. She tried to sue. She was like, "It would have been better if it was released in theaters." I'm like, bitch, who the fuck
She
are you
tried to
kidding?
sue them? Oh, that's right. In the very beginning of the
Yeah,
pandemic, right?
she was like, "It should have been released in theaters." Because I'm like, bitch, who are you kidding? And that's why ChatGPT took her voice. I'm talking about Scarlett Johansson for
Yeah,
those who
her.
don't know.
ChatGPT, they bought her voice?
You know, you don't know about what happened with that.
They're using it as her. Or
So-
her
Oh, it's
version.
too close.
The-
She's suing because she thinks it's too close. right?
Exactly. She thinks the voice that's being used by ChatGPT is too close to her voice that she used in the movie Her, or just her voice in general. And so she's suing them. But really, it's a whole other actress who just so happens to kind of sound like her.
My girl, she's trying to get to a bag.
She's trying to get
Scarlett
her bag.
Johansson will sue anybody.
She has sued quite a few. I was reading about that. She's a big
She will
suer.
sue.
That is pretty funny to think about that. Yeah, that's two different suing stories in the past, like, 3 years.
Like massive companies. Like
Yeah.
she tried to sue
She
fucking
tried to sue
Disney.
Disney.
Did she
Are you
win?
kidding? Hell no.
She doesn't win,
I think they
right?
might
Nah,
have
she lost.
settled and they gave her a little penny and said, "Shut up."
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I'll take a little settle from Disney.
I'll take a little settle.
Evil motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Fuck Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
Fuck Mickey Mouse, dude. Yeah,
think-
that one didn't do. Wonder Woman didn't do well.
Yeah, man. Wonder Woman did horribly. I'm telling you,
Marvel, Captain Marvel.
And that was supposed to
Furiosa.
Furiosa didn't do well,
Furiosa
but it was
did.
good. But it
Shit,
didn't
Gio,
do well.
you're right. Yeah,
It's not
movie
gonna
centered
do
around a
good.
woman, and it was good.
It was good.
It was really good. I
But
really enjoyed it.
nobody gave a fuck about Furiosa.
But why'd they give a fuck about Max?
No, the movie just banged that hard. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, and it was
movie
new.
banged.
Yeah, it just
was so
banged
new, yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Furiosa was really good too. It didn't. It was more of I feel like Furiosa had more of like an actual linear kind of story.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it had like its arcs versus Mad Max was, bro, it starts and you're just fucking thrown into the shit. Like
I
you're,
could never watch that movie ever again.
It's just different groups of people attacking and shit.
it's just so much going on, so much happening. You don't know anything about this world. You just see this dude. You see this fucking water. You see this
Yeah.
starving ass people.
There's a guy playing a guitar.
There's a guy
Yeah.
playing the guitar. Your mind is blown. This is not so much like there's a lot of mind blowing scenes in this movie too, but
Yeah.
it's much more of like a traditional movie, which is it's fine. It was good.
Somebody described Mad Max as a guy going in one direction, something happening, and then he has to go back in the other direction.
It's pretty much exactly
That's pretty
what
much all
fucking
that
happens.
happens.
I was watching a little bit of the old version,
Yeah.
and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I've heard it doesn't hold up because
Oh, the
it's
Mel
like,
Gibson ones are
the
the
Mel Gibson ones, yeah.
Oh nah.
I mean,
yeah,
they're wearing
they're-
like football pads and stuff,
Yeah.
and
'Cause
they're
it's
out
so-
there like with dirt bikes.
so long ago, you know, like it's
Yeah.
it's hard for the special effects to have been that good.
Dude,
then.
they have this little kid in it. He has like a humongous, like a fucking queen haircut or something. I don't know how to describe it. Like a really big hair. You know, from Stranger Things, the lifeguard dude.
Oh, the
It's like that, but even
Yeah.
bigger.
Yeah.
Like the hair sticks up at the top, and it's really long and put like.
Oh,
curly.
it's the second movie.
It's the second movie.
Yeah, yeah. When
It's the boomerang.
It's that last half with all the kids and shit.
Bro, oh my god, dude, this kid looks hilarious. You have to see it. And he throws his boomerang, and he throws it really well, and has like a knife at the end of it.
Yeah.
And he's cutting the tips of people's noses off and their
One
fingers and
thing
shit.
I do love about that whole universe is I like how fucking weird the people look, bro. Like
It's
even
so weird.
in Furiosa, they had this fucking one kid with a fucking weird ass fucking head,
Yeah.
bro, and like they just have all these like
Oh, you know who that kid is?
he's the fucking kid online that was getting
Bro,
bullied, right?
Do you remember that little kid who was like a little British little kid? Like a little person?
little ugly little motherfucker.
A bitch?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Little ugly motherfucker.
he is unfortunately he's a
he is hit in the face. I would
please have some more. He's one of those.
Oh, okay.
Basically he went viral because there was a video of him covered in dirt and he's like crying and shit.
Oh,
And his mom is recording him. She's like, "Look what you've done. You've
I
you
remember
bullied my
that.
boy, and now he's crying."
They casted him in a movie.
They put him. Well, it ended up being that he faked that, and that
Yeah.
no one was bullying him. He was just a normal kid. And then I guess they casted him a couple years later in Furiosa, and he's one of the little. He's one of the people covered in the soot.
That's hilarious.
He's one of the people who gets all jacked up on the spray paint. Yeah.
fucking sprays his
That's
shit
funny
up.
as fuck.
It was funny
Those
just
guys are
seeing
funny.
him.
Yeah.
Isn't there that guy, the old guy with the nose thing, and he has the nipple tassel?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
I think he's called the mayor or something.
Well, because it's a prequel, so the people aren't as crazy looking.
Yeah.
But they're getting there, and you can tell they're getting
Except
there.
for Joe.
he still looks
My
crazy.
boy Joe looked crazy.
He still looks crazy.
Joe.
Joe.
Immortan Joe,
Immortan
the
Joe.
fucking
The white hair
the
guy.
god of
yeah.
the wasteland.
Yeah,
pretty
that
much.
guy.
Darth Vader.
His crew too. His crew. One of those guys has a suit on, but he has like a fucking little chastity belt. Or
Yeah, they all
something.
look insane, bro. They
Yeah.
look. But I love that. I love how fucking weird they look. It's just so out there, like so like obscure.
Yeah.
looking.
Yeah.
And Chris Hemsworth actually did a pretty good job.
Yeah, and I was thinking about it. I was like, that's stupid that they're fighting over gas, right? Like,
They need that
Nah,
shit,
bro.
bro.
All
that
these
makes sense,
fucking people
bro.
are fighting over gas, but I guess it does make sense.
Bro, gas,
You have to
bullets,
travel,
and
yeah.
water and food. That's really those are your necessary resources in that environment. You need the water
Well-
and food, obviously, to live. You need the bullets to fucking fight people. You need gas to get around to get the water and the food.
Yeah,
and the
that's
bullets.
God damn.
that's what
bro.
was bothering me at first. Is I was like, why don't they care more about the water and the food? At first, it seemed like they cared all about this gas.
Yeah.
But I guess they need the gas to find this promised land or something.
Yeah.
because there's
Well, yeah,
there's
'cause-
nothing anywhere.
Exactly. They want to find an area where you can actually grow shit and, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, live. Because the only place you can really do that is the Citadel, which is where all the water and food is coming from.
I guess at the end, well, I won't say anything.
Gio, you saw it?
No, I haven't seen
Will
it.
you watch it?
You should check it out.
You can spoil it. I don't care.
They never found her homeland, right? The whole time, pretty much what they're looking for.
Homegirl?
Well, what they terrorized her for in the beginning was they were trying to look for her.
No, because in
her oasis.
fucking in Mad
never
Max, she says,
realized.
"I want to get back home."
She wants to get back home, but she doesn't want to lead them back to where her crew is, where they're basically living among like in a paradise.
Oh.
They have like
Yeah.
water and trees and fruits and stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they never find it.
Yeah.
Somewhere out there, all these people are suffering.
That's
That's greedy as fuck.
But
Is it not?
Heike, does she even know where it is anymore? Because her arm got ripped off, bro.
Maybe. I think she knows.
Remember?
They
Did her
made it-
arm have the map?
Yeah, her arm had the map on
Her
that.
arm had it was tattooed on her.
She tattooed.
It's the stars, Gio. It's the stars.
She tattooed that shit on herself, and then her fucking arm got ripped off.
And you know what's funny, Gio? Now I still like it. I'm not talking shit. But when you look at the map, it is very tiny. It's like a few stars.
No, bro,
She
that's
looks at that bitch.
hilarious.
She's like, "We're about 100 miles away this way." How would she know?
See, that's the thing about it being a prequel is that when I watch it, I'm like, okay, she has an arm. Why would they get rid of the arm? Oh, it's because she tattooed the map of how to get back home on her arm. So it wouldn't make sense for her to still have the map.
Plus, she never really had the opportunity to like try to go home, anyways.
Yeah.
she never had the stuff or the car or anything to go that far until
And in
later.
fucking Mad Max, she had the damn girls with her. So she couldn't
Oh
go
yeah,
anywhere.
She took the babies with
Yeah,
her.
I think that
Yeah.
became
Yeah,
like
they had
her new purpose is like rescuing the
Rescuing the
chicks,
babies.
the
Yeah.
wives.
The
Yeah.
horse.
The horse.
Sorry, not the horse.
It's
Nah,
against
they're
it's
nice.
against their choice.
Yeah,
funny
it was
because-
against their choice. It was my bad. It wasn't their fault.
Like in the OG Mad Max, they had a few chicks with like mullets and shit that looked like Dog the Bounty Hunter, but they were hot. They had that hair though, and they were all dirty. But in these Mad Maxes, there's no, well, at least in Furiosa, there were no hot chicks. Like at any point, up
Yeah.
until you get to that where they have those chicks in the all white.
Yeah.
And they
Oh,
have
all
them
the
stored-
wives?
They
All the
have them
wives are
stored
hot,
away
yeah.
in the mountain.
Yeah, because they keep them away.
Yeah, they said, let me take all the hot women and just fucking hide
keep,
them
keep them with me.
from
And
you
then-
heathens.
That's what Homeboy does. He just tries to reproduce with all of them, but all
Yeah.
the babies come out half retarded, like half dead.
Because
Yeah.
of him.
Yeah,
His
because
stupid ass.
Yeah, because he's fucking like he's super old, and I think he's
He's
like
like,
the
why did the babies
Yeah.
come out fucked up? And he never looks at himself.
Yeah,
He has his two fucked up kids.
like at one point they pull the baby out, and it's like 3 babies put together. And
Oh,
then they
that's
they take
fire.
it away and they kill it. I think.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool.
Not them killing it, but the fact
Yeah,
that the
well, you
baby looks
sick-
like 3 babies.
You
Yeah.
sick perv, Gio. What do you
Sick
want to watch
perv.
him kill a bunch of babies?
No,
A
but I'm
three-headed
like,
baby.
that's a cool character design.
It is a cool character.
Now make Gio want to see the movie.
Yeah.
The 3 babies sold
The 3
me.
A
babies
multi-headed baby.
and the fucking the kid, the bullied kid. Now you want to see it?
Yeah.
I just don't care. Like I fuck with Mad Max, but I don't really care about the world that much to be like, all right, I'm gonna go see the next one.
No, I don't either.
Really?
It was
I
a good
fuck with
story
it,
though.
man.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was a, and I thought Crims Hemsworth.
Crimson
Chris Hemsworth.
Crimson Chin.
Crimson shit.
That was a good show.
Yeah.
Shout out Fairly Odd Parents.
Man,
But yeah, he did pretty good in it. He did pretty
Okay.
good. Yeah. He was
maybe when it gets on streaming, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Man,
I don't feel like going to the theater right now.
What?
I just don't feel like.
I
it
was
right now.
what did I just watch recently at the theater? What the fuck? Oh, it's Furiosa. I'm an idiot. It's Furiosa. A bunch of movies have been coming out and they haven't been good, which is unfortunate. That a violent year or something like that. No, a violent nature. It was supposed to be from the perspective of a serial killer.
Oh God. Oh
Bro.
yes, it's I've seen the trailer for that.
Apparently, it did horrible.
is
It
it,
looks bad.
It
is
looked
it
o- it looked like
M.
it
Night,
could be
M. Night
okay.
Shyamalan?
I
No.
do want to
Movie?
see that. I do want to see
I
that. The
thought
Watchers.
Maybe it's
his-
produced by him.
His daughter's making
His
a
daughter
movie.
made it. Yeah.
Oh, really? She did
Yeah, I
not?
heard that one got really bad reviews too.
Oh, that sucks.
Run Lola Run is in theaters. If y'all want to see that again.
That movie's
Run,
fucking
Lola, Run.
amazing.
It's an old movie.
It's from the 90s.
Oh.
I wouldn't say a movie from the 90s is old.
Well, is Lola running?
It's-
What's she doing?
25 years old.
That
so
movie is
where's she
fucking
headed?
amazing. So the
Where's she
movie,
She's on the
it's-
run, bro.
it's a short movie, right? It's literally like 86 minutes, something like that. And the whole movie is basically, the concept is that there's a clock ticking. Her boyfriend is like, they need money because they need to pay off like a drug dealer, right? Because the drug deal went wrong. They were supposed to like get a brick and then they lost it or some shit. And they're supposed to pay off this drug dealer. They don't. They need like $50,000. So her boyfriend's freaking out. He's geeking. He's like,
It was a boy.
he's like, we have till 2 p.m. to do it. Like, what the fuck are we gonna do? I don't know. I'm freaking out, baby. I'm freaking out. And she's like, don't worry, we'll figure something out. And the beginning of the movie starts with him like walking into a convenience store to rob it.
Yeah.
Not convenience store, grocery store. So like a bunch of cashiers, and he's like pulls out a gun. He starts threatening people, and then it cuts to her. And the movie's pretty cool because it flashes between like animation and also like real life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's shot very interesting. The music's crazy. It's like some kind of German like.
It's a modern day Mad Max.
It is a modern day.
It's an old school Mad
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah.
It's like a really funky world that they're.
It's.
I mean, it's a real world.
It's a
but
real
just,
world.
It's just not dramatized, but it's popped up. It's like glammed up.
Yeah, very
Oh, okay.
high concept
Yeah.
shit. Like, and what happens is like the clock starts ticking down, and literally she runs out of the apartment building, like down the
Wow.
stairs to like run to the boyfriend to stop him from doing the shit that he's doing because he told her like, I'm just gonna fucking rob a place, and she's like, don't do it. And then she's like trying to think, and sometimes the movie will go into her head and it'll show like the ideas she has and shit like that. And the whole movie goes through like her journey, like running to fucking rescue or like stop her boyfriend from doing this crime.
Is it
Yeah.
comedic at all, or is it all drama?
I wouldn't say it's
It's not funny.
No, it's not funny.
It's not funny.
We might die tonight.
I would say it's like
Yeah.
thriller / action. I would say it's more of action. Like it's never really slows down. The whole movie just goes from beginning to end.
Yeah.
That throw your shit.
That's
Throw
interesting.
everything.
It's an interesting idea.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
I was watching a show called Naked and Afraid and in Love.
Oh,
No,
God.
Naked and Afraid of Love.
Naked and Afraid of Love.
Okay, I know you guys have seen all
Wait,
those
so is it
Naked
the
and
dating
Afraid.
version?
Okay, you guys seen the Naked and Afraid, right?
Yeah.
I've seen the extra
Well,
large.
first and foremost, I looked in the suggested. There are 15 other fucking Naked
Bro.
and Afraids. There's so many of
it's
them.
a lot of them.
Yeah, and so these fucking people, it's a dating show, and they're butt naked, as you can imagine.
Oh, that's easy.
So they take them up. They're on this island, right?
How would they not rock hard the whole time?
I think they get hard a lot more than it shows.
I'd
It also
be
shows
rocky.
the blur of their dick, and sometimes it does kind of show it, getting a little bit perpendicular to their body.
It just keeps going like this.
They don't show it a ton though, because they can't take it too far. But they are showing. They're basically just covering their nipples,
I would
their
think
cooches, and then their dicks.
you're naked enough and you're outside enough, it loses the allure, Gio. Like you're
Well, yeah, if I'm staring at your naked body in mud, I'd be
Yeah.
like, all right.
and
I'm cool
smells. and
I don't
just
think
fucking-
they. I
you
don't
know
think
what
they
I mean?
stare at each other's naked parts as often, like right in each other's faces. Because every time that they like converse with each other, at least for sure in the beginning, they're like maintaining eye contact, and like you can tell they're going out of their way to do that because it's
Do
probably
they,
weird. For
They don't
them.
know each other at all, right?
They don't know each other at all.
Do they ever fuck?
Yes. So they
Yeah,
get
it's easy as hell.
they get
Nah,
dropped
so you
off.
have
You might
to.
fall in the pussy.
You might accidentally slip and
You
fall
might.
into a pussy.
That's some mud. You
Well,
might step in a pit.
They essentially pair them up. So they're on this island.
Whoa, easy.
There's 7 of them, right? 7 and 7. So it's 14 of them total. 7 guys, 7 girls, or 8
Yeah.
guys, 8 girls, something like that.
Okay.
And they drop one guy, one girl off by themselves. They get butt naked before they get out, and they have their their little introduction. Like, yeah, my name's whatever. Yeah, I'm a waiter down in New York, and I'm just trying to be like an actor. And
Oh,
so,
my God.
they got people. They got surf instructors. They got teachers and shit.
A bunch of hot people.
They're actually not that hot.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Well, hold on. Let me tell you. So, okay, they drop the guy and the girl off. They drop them off both butt naked in their own spot, and they go to the same area. I guess they point them go that direction.
Yeah.
Butt naked guy and girl, and then eventually they see each other, and they like start to chit chat or whatever, and so different parts of the island. That's happening 8 different times.
Okay.
And then eventually they start getting bored of that person. And I guess they know that there are other people there, so then they start moving down the coast.
So they have
and
to
they have, like, a
find
map.
another person.
Yeah, they have like a map, so they can visit different islands, and
Whoa.
chances are there's another group, and then the groups join up, and then they go as a big group to meet another group, and then eventually pretty much all of them are together.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought it was more so they stay in one area and another person has to go find them.
No.
That would have
But
been
you're
tight.
If you want a bitch, you got to go find
So
her.
you
She's
gotta
over
go
there.
Do you
30
have,
miles.
Do you have any equipment, or you're just naked the entire time with nothing?
They can bring one thing. Some of them brought like a guitar. Some of them brought like a
What the-
machete.
What practical use?
There's none.
none.
Maybe to keep you entertained.
No,
Yeah.
to get a
Maybe that's
bitch.
it.
That's
To get a
how-
bitch.
To get a bitch.
100% to
The
seduce a
stroke.
lady.
The
That's
When
right.
I find her, I'm gonna play the guitar.
And some of these people were so fucking like stupid and douchey and stuff.
Okay,
Oh
I'm gonna
my
watch that
gosh.
shit.
So-
the guy who had the guitar was a huge douche.
I would
He
think
kept
so.
bringing up hunting to every girl he talked to, and the first girl he got paired with was a vegetarian.
Oh no! How was she surviving out there?
They're eating like bananas, dude. They'll be like, "We got dinner," and it'll be like
Oh
a
my
papaya.
God, bro.
From how they found it in the? They're like on a tropical.
They're
Oh,
like a
okay.
tropical ass like
Okay,
island.
so they're not like a brutal place.
No, actually, it looks pretty fun. To be honest, I would do it because. So
you would do
the
it.
shitty part is their ass is out, like they're butt naked the entire time.
Yeah,
That
your
seems
butt
the worst
ass,
part.
bro.
So everywhere they sit, they're sitting on a rock, they're sitting in the
Oh.
sand, they're sitting on wood, their butt naked asses on it. But they give them these books that have the maps to the islands and shit, and they have like different pictures of like a banana, of like fish or something like that, and they have instructions on how they can weave like baskets and shit to go fishing and stuff. It's actually pretty cool. It looks like it'd be pretty cool. And how to weave like a little tent and stuff. They give them like the bare bones of like a little house, and they have to just finish it up.
Okay.
Are there ever cases when like they paired people together and they do not fuck with each other?
Yeah, well, that one with the guitar guy, I mean,
And the vegetarian.
yeah, she was like explicit about the fact that she does not like meat, and he was like, "Well, we got to go catch fish." And like, I hunt a lot. All I do is hunt. And then one of these chicks asked him. She was like, "What if I asked you to like go to Greece with me, right, or something like that?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, I mean, is it between like January to May because that's hunting season?" And
That's hunting season.
I was like, "Dude, this guy sucks, dick. This guy's such a dude."
Nah, that's hilarious.
But the fucked up part was most of the people were, if I had to rate them, and I'm no prize myself. If I had to rate them, I'd give them 5. I'd give them 4.5 to 6.5.
Okay,
right?
That's
most
not,
of
that's
them.
not very
so
good.
nobody's
fair.
banging.
Yeah.
Nobody's like, whoa.
No. Well, but then they throw in maybe like 4 or maybe like 4 or 6 of them, right? That are hot as hell.
Oh, okay.
There's 2 of them, 2 or 3 or 4 of them that are hot as hell.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
And they link up
I
a
would
little bit.
love. That sounds hilarious.
Hey,
bro.
imagine you get
truly-
paired with the fucking hottest person on your first date.
Yeah. Well, the hot people, they find each other. They find each
Oh,
other.
they do.
They find each other. They didn't
That's
get paired with each
interesting.
other, but
Like they have their own map.
the hottest guy got paired with a girl that was not very good looking at all.
Did he smash?
No. They didn't, and you know what's funny too? They actually didn't smash that quickly. I guess like maybe because word would get around the island
That you're
and maybe,
smashing.
Yeah, maybe other girls wouldn't want to smash
So
you
the
because you've
island's-
been smashing.
The island's probably not that big then if word gets around.
It's not
like
huge.
that.
I mean, like let's say they were to fuck, and then they move, and then they find another group of people, and the guy or the girl wants to fuck someone else. The word would probably get around that they had already fucked.
Could you traverse the entire island in a day?
I don't know about a day. No, probably not. Because they'll be swimming to one island. It'll take them like 4 hours, dude. They'll make like a
Swimming?
raft and they'll swim, and it'll
Oh
take them
my
like
God.
2 to 4 hours. I don't
What
know
the
how long.
fuck?
Sounds
but-
pretty big.
Wait, so what happens? Like, how do you win the show?
I actually don't know. I don't
so
think
it's just
so.
vibes. It's just
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I think it just ends.
I'm cool with that.
I haven't finished it yet. My girlfriend is still watching it.
I fuck with that.
Maybe because people can leave if they want. I don't know, Gio. Maybe they decide to
They're
leave
probably
together.
just
or
date. They're
something.
probably like, yo, we have 40 days.
Yeah.
You're out here for 40 days. After that, it's done.
I think it's 21 days they're out there. So maybe you just have to last the whole time and you get a prize or something. I'm
Okay.
not sure. And you know what's fucked up? I cannot believe this is true. I looked it up. I solidified this with a million different websites. They give them no toothpaste, no
Yeah.
deodorant,
Yeah.
no
Oh,
soap.
man.
What do you mean?
Not even toothpaste, bro.
No.
They're out there for 3 weeks.
No, you better bring your
Ass
toothpaste.
naked. They're shitting and stuff. And
No
I get
toilet
it.
paper. Oh,
But
You
think
go
about
in
it.
the water, you wash your ass, but still.
Sure.
But that's how
That's
you
true.
find love. You find them at their worst.
Yeah.
You date them at their worst until you leave the show.
And they'll be kissing and stuff. You got to be so stinky.
Has
dude.
anyone stayed together from the show? Do you know?
Oh.
I didn't get to the end, but there was one guy who was slinging dick all over the island.
He was fucking all the
He
No,
hoes?
he
fucking that
wasn't
dookie coochie.
He was getting that dookie dirty
That
coochie.
dookie
That
coochie.
dude-
She can end up with a
Dirty
UTI, dude.
Ugh.
Nah, he wasn't like fucking them all, but he was like trying to seduce them all, and it was
Okay.
going. It went okay with him for a few, and I think he only fucked one.
Oh my god.
It's a crazy show, dude. And these
That seems
people,
gross.
like, they'd meet up, and they'd like one of these guys. He gave the girl a papaya. One of the first
Oh,
nights.
that's nice.
And she was so excited and like, oh my god, he's so sweet. And so then he was like secretly he was like, I want to start, seeing where the other bitches are. So he goes and starts looking for him. And every time he's talking to one of the other bitches, the girl's just like staring at him like this, like from afar. And like she ends up leaving the island because she's like, I can't be here and watch him do this.
Oh my
That's
god!
and I'm
hilarious.
just like, y'all are all butt naked. What are you being so serious for?
This is not serious.
This is
at
not
all.
serious.
Was
at
he
all.
like posted up on a rock, just fucking chatting a chick up?
Kinda, yeah. that's kind of exactly what they do.
Like he's just like hanging out on a rock, dick out,
yeah.
Oh, that's swag, man.
leg
Yeah.
up,
they're all
leg
dick out.
up, holding his leg up.
And one of
scratching
the
his
chicks-
bare ass.
One of the chicks, and you can see their ass too. They show their ass crack.
Oh,
It's a little wild. One of the girls too, she built like clothes, and I was so pissed
that's smart.
because I was like, "What the fuck? Like they're all butt naked. You can't fucking put on clothes. That's not fair."
How dare you?
yeah,
How
not
dare
be-
you for being smart?
No, but like that's the whole point of the show. They're supposed to be butt naked.
That's true,
And
but
afraid.
at
And
a certain
afraid.
point, you want to protect the elements, like
You got it.
especially if
Cooch.
you're a woman.
Yeah,
bro.
the
yeah,
cooch, yeah,
the
I
cooch will
would.
take things in there. So if you're sitting down on sand, you'll get sand in the cooch.
Yeah, very much like a sandworm from Dune.
Yeah, it's a sandworm from
It opens up. It is taking in whatever's up there.
like the sharp teeth and shit.
A little dust tornado. Yeah, but it was crazy, dude. I couldn't believe it.
Holy
Like they would lay
shit.
down on these wood structures to sleep, and they'd be ass naked. I'd be like, dude, imagine the bugs.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm
bugs
saying.
crawling up your
Everything just
ass.
getting inside of you.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But aside from that, probably pretty cool, right? But that'd be
Yeah,
pretty
but
cool.
if I could shower,
You get dropped off on a beautiful island. They give you instructions on how to make some shit.
That's
and
not
you get
bad.
to like
I don't
build
know
a
if I'd
little
want to be
civilization.
butt naked like that on TV.
I wouldn't want to do that. I'd
I
be my
wouldn't mind.
boxers.
I wouldn't mind.
If I could wear boxers, I'd be okay with it, I think. But butt naked with my ass cheek in the sand,
that's
If
fucking
everybody's naked, I'll do
brave.
it.
they're all naked.
I can do it.
Some of them look much hotter than others.
But if it's just me and my naked ass running around,
Yeah.
I'd feel scared.
What if you get
By
paired?
yourself.
What if you get paired with a bunch of bean pies the whole time?
Yeah,
man.
a bean
A
pie.
bunch of fucking donuts,
A
dude.
bunch of fucking donuts, man.
My plan would be I'm gonna meet with the first person. I'm gonna get a vibe. Be like, all right, I'm gonna go see where the other ladies is at. And I'm gonna go to the island.
You wait right here.
You wait right here, sweetheart. Don't follow me.
Yeah.
You don't know me if we get there.
I was thinking, like, what if one of them killed the other? Like, they wouldn't have
I mean,
enough time to go stop
It's
them.
all
you know?
on camera.
It's all on camera. I'm
yeah, they have a
surprised things like
cameraman
that.
following them.
You would think stuff like that would happen more. I swear, I think about that type of stuff all the
Man,
time.
my
it's all
God.
above board. You have a cameraman right there.
You gotta they vet them. They vet them.
If there's
well.
no camera, maybe.
yeah, well, because they're.
Man said, what happens if they kill the other one?
What if one of them goes on a killing spree? No, but it is
Who is going on that show with the idea of wanting to kill somebody?
somebody. Maybe you do enough seasons of that show, somebody's gonna want to go on there and kill somebody.
I want to fucking kill
It's
someone.
just funny because they're like out in the middle of nowhere for a few days, like just them two.
That
With
is
no
true.
one else but
she,
naked.
She drowned. Oh no.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
no.
How did this happen? No, they must have cameras everywhere.
Oh my
yeah,
God,
I would
that's
think
hilarious.
it's they got to prevent any kind of accidents from happening, shit
Yeah.
like that. You're out there butt naked in the wild, something could happen.
You know, sometimes someone slips on a rock.
Yeah.
They hit their head.
All right, so get back to the beginning segment of the show.
I was about to say.
Oh, here we go.
We're gonna try out the Japanese
Where are we at
snacks,
in time?
boys.
Do we have
We're
enough
like
time?
55 in.
Should we wait till the next?
We're like, how far in are we?
We're like at the 55th minute.
Oh, we're at the 55th minute. Okay, no,
Should we snack on one or should we wait?
we'll break out the snacks at the beginning
Of
of
the
the
next
next,
one?
show.
All
Okay.
right.
Let me tell y'all something stupid that I did.
Sure.
Yeah.
I put my oven on to make some cookies, right? Put the bake on.
Yeah.
Put it to 350, right? Took the cookies out. I laid them out on the tray. I was ready to go. I went back into like my bedroom. You know, that's in the kitchen. I went back to my bedroom. I was watching Sopranos. I just started watching it again.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Season 3 starts off really well.
Amazing fucking show.
Great show. And they're trying to bug Tony in that first episode. It's really good.
That's a good one.
It's a great episode.
They're breaking into his house and shit.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of different views or whatever. So I leave it there, and it's preheating and all that, and then I go back out after like I let it preheat to the point where I could hear the oven, and then I left it there for another few minutes. So I go out, and it smells like burnt chemicals or something.
Oh
I'm like,
no.
what the fuck? And I'm like, what's going on? So I opened the oven. I had left a pizza box in there.
Oh,
I had put a pizza box in there 2 days before that I forgot about, and I had fucking like, these things must be strong as hell because it was sitting in 350 for a
I'm
minute.
gonna say you got lucky as fuck.
I
was gonna
cannot
ask-
believe that thing didn't singe.
I was
or
gonna ask
anything.
what it looked like. It was just hot. It didn't look all fucked up.
It was just hot. I could grab it with my hand. It didn't look burnt at all. I was like, I wonder how long I would have to cook this thing for
Wait,
it
what
to
kind
set
of
on
pizza
fire.
box?
I think it was a
Like a frozen pizza
Russo's
box?
pizza box. I think
Oh, from an actual.
it was from a pizza
Damn.
spot,
Oh,
like
damn.
a cardboard pizza box,
Bro, I've heard stories of people. What you did is
Burning-
actually not that bad.
Yeah.
I've heard-
Burning apartments down.
I've heard that. I've heard people
Yes.
fucking putting like plastic trays in there, and then them hoes will burn and then seep onto the bottom of the oven. The plastic is like coating the bottom of the oven, like
Oh.
fucking it up. So hard to get out. I've heard stories.
And an
like
electric oven, it has that coil thing at the bottom. So if that gets
that.
covered in,
all fucked up.
ooh, that shit would burn the fuck up so fast.
Yeah, I've heard stories like that happening. That's a fucking. I always check and make sure nothing's in that bitch because I always
Yeah.
fear that fucking. You know what I mean?
That was so stupid. And I opened it and I was like, well, okay, like it is funny that this didn't burn up, but I wonder how long it would have taken. But
How did
so
you
dumb.
open it and you didn't see the box inside?
No, because I had just preheated it. I hadn't put the
Oh,
cookies in
okay.
yet. I had opened it to put the cookies in.
Oh,
Also,
okay, yeah, yeah.
I smelled the shit. I was like, well, this for sure is coming from the oven. Something must be in there.
yeah.
And I opened it up and I found
Okay,
that.
I got you.
I was like, this is ridiculous.
Well, I don't know if it would have actually. Did it ring before you got it out?
Oh yeah, it rang and it stayed there for another 5 minutes.
Okay, that's not too bad.
God
It's-
damn.
I think
It was
because,
hot.
350 is not too bad. I
Yeah.
think
If
if you
I'm
were
450.
if you were
450?
doing 450 or 425, bro, that shit might have fucking
In flames.
in real,
flames,
man.
Jesus
bro.
Christ, bro.
450 be getting hot. 450 is hot enough, or like 400 plus. It's hot enough to get my house hot. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that oven gets hot, bro.
Yeah,
That oven shit is not a game, bro.
the oven shit is not a game.
My
You
fucking-
can set shit on fire.
My
on
roommate
accident.
left the oven on one time after he took his food out. I
Oof.
said, motherfucker.
How long?
Bro, I don't even know how long it was, but I could feel the heat coming into my room.
Like hours.
Maybe about an hour or so.
Oh my gosh.
Because it was late at night. And I said, this motherfucker here.
So y'all almost fell asleep with the oven
Yeah,
on.
that was because I'd like to do a little nighttime, make sure the apartment's good thing.
Yeah, check the doors.
Check the doors.
Yeah.
Make sure the blinds is down. That bitch was on still. It was 11 at night.
Damn.
Oh my.
Well, yours
goodness.
electric?
No. No.
Does
The
that have the
stove?
coil?
Is your stove
It's the
electric?
coil. It's the coil.
Is your
Oh,
stove
so
electric?
It's electric.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's electric then.
Like
yeah,
your
yeah.
stove top is electric.
Yeah.
Your oven's electric too.
Yeah.
It's always the same, right?
Yeah, yeah. You'll never have like
A fire
electric
and an electric
stove.
one.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if you had like a really really fancy ass house and they had like this like specifically designed oven, maybe I've seen stuff like that. But I don't think it works. Usually, if you have one connection, they'll just do it. Like
I
if you
miss
have
a gas stove, bro.
Yeah, there's pros and cons. It's kind of
gas
nice
is
having the
nice.
flat shit because you can just wipe it, but the gas is nice.
Because
gas stove
you get
is where
more
it's at,
you get
bro.
more even heat with the gas, and you
Yeah.
can get
More
very
controlled.
very high heat with the gas too. So if you're
Electric
searing some
stove
shit-
is just ghetto to me. The one that I have with the little coil coming out of it, that shit is just nasty.
Oh, at my
man,
old place,
I used
I
to
had
have.
that.
I hated
hate
that.
that
Ooh,
shit.
and you
I
pour
used
some
to-
water on that bitch on accident,
Bro,
That's it. Lights out.
yeah.
That shit's like a fucking science experiment in your face. It explodes.
Yeah, I could never get the heat right on that bitch, bro.
I can't, bro.
Yeah.
I can never when I wanted it to be high, it would never be high enough, and when I wanted it to be low, it would be too high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was always a
It's
fucking
stupid.
issue.
Yeah, it was all. I remember that. Every time I would try to simmer
Yeah.
something, it'd always be way too fucking hot.
And then the oven, like with the electric oven, it doesn't heat. Like when it says 350, it's not really 350. It's like probably like 300. Like it doesn't heat as high as like a gas oven. I feel.
Bro.
yeah.
Maybe
I
it's
made
on
some
my hand. I
fucking
don't
some
know.
chicken cutlets the other day. I put the first batch in. That bitch was cooked in like 2 minutes. I said, "Oh, this is
damn.
horrible."
Yes, it
This
might have
ain't
been too
it.
hot. See, yeah, it's never.
I had
it's
to
not
lower the heat.
consistent.
I had to lower the heat so much, bro. That bitch was not it.
What'd you put them in it?
2 minutes.
What do you mean,
The chicken. What'd you put it in it? What temperature?
bro? It was like I let it preheat for a while. It was low. It was maybe a little bit above. It was closer to medium than low. So
Oh,
it was,
I thought you were talking about the oven. You're
no,
talking
no,
about
it was on the
heat.
stove. It was
okay,
on the stove.
stove.
Yeah, it was a little bit closer to medium than low. So I had to put that bitch damn near on low, so I didn't burn my damn chicken.
That's how hot it
Oh,
was.
man, the
Bitch was
feeling,
on fire.
the
Hot than a
feeling
bitch.
of overcooking something is awful, bro. Because you
Yeah.
can't. If you undercook it, you can come back. You can go. You know, you can bring it back.
Yeah.
You can sear it again. Do something. Put it in the oven, bro. If you overcook, you're done.
Yeah.
You're
or
done.
over season.
Yeah.
Cause I know I overcooked the outside, but the inside had to be cooked a little bit more.
Yeah.
So that's all I had to do.
Oh, and that's the worst because then you got to cook it even more than it's already cooked
I mean,
because
put
you got
that
to hit
bitch,
that middle.
put that bitch in the air fryer for a little bit. You be
Yeah.
alright.
Air fryer or
True.
oven. That way it doesn't get dried out.
True,
anymore.
Yeah.
true. Yeah, put some old fries in the air fryer. That shit is nice. Air fryer is the truth.
It really is.
It really is.
Yeah,
the
man.
Truth.
Like I was yesterday. I made like steak, potatoes, and then I like squash, and I sliced the squash. Put it in the air fryer. Air fryer does everything for you, bro.
Yeah.
It's
You don't have to
very
worry
nice.
about it. You just.
Sometimes
You know
that
what I
bitch be making a little noise. It'll be rattling. I'm like, oh, easy. Do not
Explodes.
explode in my kitchen. Explodes
Why
right
is
in
it
my face.
rattling?
Yeah.
The fuck is it rattling for?
Yeah, putting tinfoil anywhere near that shit makes me scary. But
I mean, it says it's
Nah,
safe.
yeah,
I'd
you
It's
can
say
do
safe.
it.
You
it's
have
safe,
to.
It's safe.
I put it in mine all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same here. All right, boys. Let's crack this one out and call it right.
We're about a snack.
We about to snack in this
Right.
bitch.
All right.
Bye.
All right, later, guys.
Guys. I'm about to say, I don't even know what fucking song to play.